blues,
Yeah.
authentic blues guys thing, I call them last of the great blues winos.
Yeah.
And I donated him a Fender amplifier that he played through, and we that was a real adventure. It was a good thing to do. And
how long ago was this, if you don't mind me asking?
I guess it was in the 70s. Yeah, it was in the 70s, early first half of the 70s. So that goes back. That goes back a ways.
You got any recordings?
No, I don't.
Oh.
No, I don't.
Maybe someone has.
Well,
if anybody has a recording, send it in.
There were recordings made at Guitar Gabriel, though. The first recording studio I managed was a place called Tracy's Little Nashville in Winston-Salem, and there were reel-to-reel recordings of Guitar Gabriel there. Now, whatever became of them after that place closed, I have no idea. Probably trashed,
eBay.
But
You never know.
There were albums though. There's music from Guitar Gabriel. The last tour that I know he was on, he came through Asheville. I saw him and I got the T-shirt. So, but
Wow.
and I don't know. I'm still kind of wanting to go around the table. I know. What is your name?
My name is Larry.
And I've seen you around before,
Sure.
and I don't
Went
know
through your
you.
classes here too.
But I feel like you have some kind of reputation as being like one of the real arty guys around the area. You're like part of the artsy fartsy crowd, aren't
Artsy,
you?
more fartsy than artsy.
Yeah. Artsier than artsier?
I'm one of the producers of the Wallpaper Project with Michael Folliott. And we're in the middle of accumulating anybody's everything, and we're putting it all together. One of our biggest things we just finished doing was a stint with DJ Spooky. He had just finished with Yoko Ono's album, and he was really encouraged everybody to get any footage, any sounds, vinyl, and just mix it all together and make it your own. Inside out, backwards, pops, clicks, all the noises that you can't get nowadays.
So DJ Spooky is going to be on your next Wallpaper coming up, or one coming up soon?
Not the next one, but pretty soon. We're in the middle of editing like 6 tapes.
Yeah, I have a Yoko Ono story. It's a second-hand story. It's not first-hand. I was doing sound for a show with Roberta Flack, and she had flown in a guy from Hawaii to do her monitor mix, and I got to hanging out with the monitor guy, and we're talking and stuff, and he tells me, he says, I've just gotten off of a gig with Yoko Ono, recording sessions with Yoko Ono, and I said, well, what was it like? And he says, to begin with, he says it was really good, because he says she fixes up goodies and stuff. She brings in food for all the band members and everybody, and stuff. And he says she is just really the hostess and everything, and just he says it's a pleasure to work with her. He says, however, I ran her vocals through. He said I had 2 racks 6 feet tall, full of effects from the top to the bottom. And he said I ran her vocals through 2 racks full of effects, and she still sounded like a woman falling off a 10-story building.
Sorry, okay.
And I thought that was a wonderful story.
Completely, totally believable.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, well, anyway, so the Wallpaper Project is we've got. In fact, I think the 14th episode is on tonight. My many different colors or something like that. Sorry, Michael.
I heard the next one was going to be, Michael was here and he told me it was going to be colors.
Yes. And he's doing some
Crayola
fantastic stuff. Yes. Yeah. In fact, I don't want to give it all away, but there's this little girl's voice on there that she actually recites the names, the physical, real Crayola names of the colors, and he tries to match it.
Can I give away the secret about it or not? See, because I okay, it won't be. It really won't be telling it to many people that are watching it. It'll be a very select crowd that
Michael's one of them. Go ahead.
That will hear it, that will know. But I'm told that during the show that you're actually not supposed to watch the television.
Exactly. That's what the whole thing about Wallpaper Project is all about.
That you turn around with the television to your back and you watch the wall, and the projection of the Crayola colors on the wall. You know, turn off all the lights in the room.
We'll project on the walls and the ceilings,
Exactly.
just like on Ren and Stimpy. With exactly.
And
It's all over.
and so that's the way to enjoy the Crayola colors.
And they stay out long enough to illuminate
Absorb
the
them.
yeah. It's and if you want, you can sort of use it as a party light. You know, hang your TV from the side.
If you spin it around, that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
You could
there you go on the turntable.
Put it on a turntable.
Pinata.
2 or 3 turntable. I mean, video.
Make your own
But you've got Spooky coming up.
We got DJ Spooky coming up.
Okay.
We were really enthused when he was down at UNCA. He gave a pretty good lecture, and we got a really exclusive interview with him.
I'm sure.
And he was really enthused about the way that we've been doing things on Wallpaper Project, and he got us a little more excited about grabbing footage from anywhere and everywhere and everyday ordinary things, and mixing the sounds that go with it to make it work.
Please grab it. Find a chair.
Chocolate.
Find a chair. This is the day of
Decadence.
This is the day of goodies.
It looks too good.
Can you grab a chair elsewhere, like the big studio? There's one in the big studio in the stack. Somebody stole our chairs. And I believe we've reached 6. Should I try to go for 8, or should I consider this a quorum?
I can excuse myself later if we need to.
No.
Always do that county business.
You know, you can call it a quorum if you want.
There's that chair.
I full-heartedly believe that words can be redefined on an as-needed sort of thing. Seriously, Circle K, the convenience store chain, redefined pornography recently. Apparently, there's some busybody mothers group in South Florida was trying to get them to ban their Playboys and Penthouses again. So Circle K's response was, instead of acquiescing or saying no, they just said, well, Penthouse and Playboy by today's standards are not pornography. It's adult sophisticate. So, Playboy, it's not porn anymore.
There you go. And 7-Eleven, they aren't just open from 7 to 11 anymore either. So.
Open 24/7.
Well, okay. Let us continue and let us make our way around the table. Don't anybody run off. Are y'all here is everybody pretty much here for the duration, or is anybody gonna?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're
I guess so.
You know, you've got a dog in the car, so she'll be
Bring
okay.
him in. We have pets on the show.
Yeah, okay. You can
They're
bring
nice.
baby in
They're
if
nice,
you want.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
I would have it.
Yeah, whose cat was that?
By the
other
way,
time?
JJ, this is my mother. She's
Mom.
our booking agent.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
How are you doing?
I've heard of you.
Good.
Okay.
No, that's not related to. This isn't your dad.
You may know that we had a little bit of a meeting of the minds, and we decided to
Just kind of pass it around.
Thank you.
Wallpaper Project to follow my show.
There you go.
Yeah, we were gonna. I'm sure Michael sort of talked to you about that one in the Never Asked Permission, I think it is. And if we could sort of like mix and match and share footage and give our own twist on. Everybody's got a different view of exactly what everybody saw. So if we all grabbed something of each, maybe share a drive and just sort of make it public domain between the 3 of us. We can make it a Friday night special or something.
Yeah, I'm sharing already some with the anti-show, which we're going to be shooting tonight. Some of that, but yeah, I'll run back. There'll be backgrounds sometimes that are from my show running in the background behind their show. So, you know.
Well, we're gonna have a lot of local, and we have some national talents on there as well. So, and we're hoping that we'll be able to start up some events, maybe do things with concerts or artists gatherings. We have a lot to do with the map as well.
I was going to say, what do you do other than the TV show?
In real life, I work at a place that replicates CDs and DVDs.
Okay, yeah,
I'm in the
Weaverville.
background, yeah. Yeah. And I'm a third shifter, so that's why I never get out here anymore. So I had to go and I had to replicate a part of the studio at home so I could do what I need to do at home. Because I do a lot of editing at home. And unfortunately, I'm having a problem with Final Cut Pro. I don't know who else is, but all of a sudden it shut me off. So I'm in the middle of buying a new version just to make sure. I couldn't, my FireWire just stopped. But I'm able to do everything with iMovie and any other program, but Final Cut Pro just says, I don't like your FireWire anymore, so. Yeah, so I'm not gonna, I'd rather I'll get a new version.
But Macs don't,
Macs don't die.
Not according to the commercial. I mean, you know, there's that
Alright, on PC.
window guy with the PC with everyone dead on the cart.
That's funny one.
Well, we can't promote things, but
Oh, whoops.
Okay, does anybody else have any plugging they need to do?
Oh, I wholeheartedly will plug. Okay.
We'll plug on.
JJ and I have a show as well. We're just part of the team. Mountain Dungeon, Thursdays, 11 p.m. here on this station. We have a variety of different local bands that come in, different band every week. We film them, we put them in front of the blue screen, we put cool stuff behind them, and we put them on air.
The man said it. Listen to him.
Yes.
Thursday night, 11 o'clock.
Yes.
This station.
And our 7th episode should be handed in tomorrow.
And I was hoping that wallpaper might be a contributor to background.
Well, I was going to
information.
work my way around to that, actually. Yes, thank you. What we need right now more than anything is a variety of different people to contribute blue screen backgrounds. Because we want to have a variety of different people just to have different creative input and everything, because we have a different band every week, so why not have a larger variety of people contributing to the backgrounds to get a variety of creativity in that regard too.
That's what I do on the anti-show. I show up with I do the B-roll, and I put it on the I key it in as the background, and that's all. That's really my real function. Is I just sit there and I go through like DVDs and old tapes of shows and stuff like that, and just roll them in the background.
That's the way to do it.
And that's what I do for the anti-show. And so the anti-show's gotten wild. I don't know if you've seen it or not in the new version.
Just like everybody that I want to watch
Wow.
my show, I don't have cable. I need to
You
get.
don't have
I haven't seen it in a while.
You know what? If anything is going to make me finally get cable after 10 years, it's
not being able to see your own show.
Yeah,
got
and
terrible
to see the other
name on it.
shows that I know people that
It'll
are
be
working
public
on.
access. Exactly. The only thing worthwhile. Please, there's a chair. Come in, Dr. Dick. We have crowd here.
And there's two special folks here. I want to introduce myself.
Oh, you-
This is my name's Richard. You're Matt's mom.
Yes.
I am.
I assume that.
Yeah.
Where's the dad?
Huh? No.
No dad.
Okay.
All right.
No doubt.
Maybe that's next
So
week.
and let's see. You're in the camera shot barely, but you're there. So you were a police officer for how many years?
For about 9 years
You
here in
were
Buncombe County.
what,
and,
deputy sheriff? Is that-
Deputy sheriff.
Uh-huh.
I also work for the state under the Department of Corrections. As a matter of fact, I was home listening to
Great.
what you had. And first of all, do you work for the city of Asheville?
No, Buncombe County Corrections.
Okay, so it's a DOC program, correct?
Right, correct.
Come here. Let me talk to you for a minute.
All right. Before I stick my tongue out, okay?
Oh, I found a very cool background today.
Nice.
Yeah, Hans Richter's Ghost Before Breakfast. 1928, German silent film, stop motion. So.
Do you have that written down?
Wait, I showed it to Ben.
Okay.
I showed it to Ben.
He approved.
Yes, he
Excellent.
very much approved.
Are they going to be using that tonight? No idea.
I have no idea. He said, "Oh, we might
Okay.
use it tonight."
All right. Well,
Yeah.
we shall see, because I'm sure there's going to be some crash
It's-
editing going on tonight
Pretty weird.
over at the Robinson household.
Yes. Yes. Like floating hats and people going up and down ladders. And,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Things just like rolling out and kind of rolling back in. Yeah, so
Where did you find it?
on YouTube. Better not plug it. I don't know.
Everybody knows what YouTube is.
Yes.
But JJ gets things done.
Yep.
Yeah, he does.
Get the bands in.
Yeah, no, he gets it done.
So.
Any bands can show up? Or
Well,
what's your application procedure?
You have to go past our
He has to go past him.
Okay.
past me. If you're good, then sure.
Okay.
If you suck and all that.
Yeah. Unless you're friends with Ben, but we shouldn't
Yeah.
say much.
Unless you're friends with Ben, then you can.
But we try not to get stuff that's too folksy or too jam bandy, just because there's already a lot of that on URTV, and we're trying to have a little bit more variety, so we tend
have
to
a
go towards
wide-
Alternative.
yeah.
We have a wide variety of variety. I mean, all the way from sort of like folksy,
Yeah.
the rib tips, which we showed in another episode last night, and all the way to Hellblinky Sextet, and
Yeah.
just weird stuff.
Yes, and the Hellblinky Sextet episode is the one that should be handed in. So if
Are we
you
sharing
know
our
people,
fortunes here?
Little,
so
These have like added fortunes.
yes, the special.
Special fortunes.
Special fortunes. All right.
Do you have a
This is
band?
like
You
the
could read it out
lottery.
loud,
Do you have a
too.
band?
That's all right.
No, I just play.
Special fortunes.
play?
Well, yeah.
so
Just watch the
I used to play with a
Wallpaper
gentleman a long time ago.
Okay.
We just did.
I need
Two-man
to get
blues
cable
outfit.
just for this.
Oh yeah.
We put the
Delta.
blank back
His
in
name was
your
Slim
blank.
Fats.
That's right. You get to
And,
fill in the blanks. We're missing
Delta
the
Blues.
blanks.
Yeah, and we just built a little.
Well, I have I
Doghouse
want
in
to
the
do a
back,
thing
just
called.
pick up truck
I've
and hit the
actually
road.
got a
Alright, yeah,
website
that was pretty
called.
cool. We'd walk
Only
into
the
a
when I
place
say I
and
have a
say,
website, it's
"Yeah,
not
music
up.
here?
I've got the domain.
Would you like
name.
music?
Called,
We can set up in 5 minutes.
It's called.
Yeah.
Ill-
And we usually get a free meal out
That's
of
what
it.
it
You know,
Oh,
is. Yeah.
that was a while
What
ago.
it's
but,
about
Yeah.
but
is
I continue
I
to
want to
play.
make
I
like
play,
bumper stickers and stuff
open
like
tuning
that
blues,
say
harmonica.
Okay.
that
No
say
Jill
it says
Crumble?
it's fill in the
No,
blank
no.
Oh, she's
now.
really, really good.
And there
Really good.
are certain and it's
So
it's
that's
you
what
fill in
got
the blank
Whole
and
20
then
harmonica.
the word
she uses.
now.
Yeah, I like the
there.
Oscars.
So it's
But
whatever.
you can say
mostly
troops out of
rhythm and
Iraq.
A lot of,
Now.
I like the
You can
Delta
say
because
impeachment.
It's not
Now
time.
it's political. The idea is political.
Cool.
Now, what kind of action we want
working on-
now?
I got my Catfish Joe's video.
And we're gonna get back to that
I need
later.
to
I hope.
I need to edit them.
As soon as
Catfish Joe.
These
I
are
feel
sessions
you
I
itching
filmed
to
in my
bring the
kitchen,
subject up.
but the story is that
Did I tell you about
put
it?
them in black and
You wanna
white.
do an
Oh,
And the story is that I pulled them out of the Smithsonian.
I
I
mentioned
found these
it on
old
the
air.
blues tapes,
Oh, sweet.
and
What this one
what, I edited the sound, and then I'm working on the storyline to it, and then I want to put
But
on
see, I actually
got
bought
two-
into. I had gone through
two
Mountain
really
Biker
good 15-minute
Enterprises
shorts
for,
of
to learn,
Catfish
for
Joe,
business
like on the
courses, so I
Lost
could
Kitchen
learn how
sessions.
to have a business
You
in
know,
Asheville.
Good
And
news.
this
the story
was quite a
was
while
he
ago,
used to
but in
play
order for
blues
me
and practice by a
to
creek.
be able to
Oh, yeah.
for the
And
final,
then
you know,
one night he was practicing by the
bankers and
creek,
whatnot came in for
and all the
financing,
fish came
and
up
of
to
course
here,
I
and
didn't
that's how he
qualify
got
for
his
anything.
nickname,
But what I did was I
Catfish
did
Joe,
fortune
you know.
cookies, and
Yeah.
I gave a little plug.
But it's
What I
pretty cool
ended up
because,
doing
I
was
didn't have-
I
filmed
had
with a
to
little
license a name for a
You know,
fortune cookie
and,
company because there
and
isn't
put
one
things
around
in
here.
black and white.
So I own
You
the
know,
name
all the
to the
cracky
Yonderland
stuff,
Yeah.
Fortune
antique,
Cookie Company,
covers up all my
WNC.
filming mistakes. So that's how I came up with the
And what-
concept. I was like,
Yonderland
I don't have to
Fortune-
learn editing.
Yonderland.
All I gotta do is put everything in black and white.
WNC.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a cool thing, and I just gotta finish the
So
editing.
anyway,
on
I
it
got the
and
legal right to
submit
do
it.
that.
So where's Catfish Joe from? Where
I
did
really
he
made
play?
fortune
You know,
cookies.
I
How are
kind
you
of
holding
put
up
him
on
in
TV?
this area.
I can.
That's
Yeah, I kind of put him in this area. Anywhere east of
that
Mississippi.
is about
Kinda in between,
2/3
you know.
down,
That's a big area.
and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
about 1/3 down.
But no, southeast. You know,
Southeast.
yeah.
Georgia.
So
Yeah, somewhere
Sure.
like that.
Yeah,
I really didn't
wasn't
put
a
a place on him. Just that he
Yeah.
used to play by creeks, you know.
Maybe
I'll
we'll
develop
find
the
out.
story as it goes along.
Find out where he
So Larry, how many different people contribute to the wallpaper
Oh
project?
God, this I'm not quite sure. I mean, I know about maybe 15 or 16 on the top of my head, but
Wow.
there's many others that are in the works. I mean, Michael's getting submissions all the time in the mail.
Really?
There's one lady from Florida. She actually wants to work for us. I mean, this. You know, we're getting exposure from all over the place.
That's awesome.
And
That's great.
if we can start doing these
Is she the
events,
one with like a Japanese name or something?
All right.
Tell me about
I got
there were
two
a couple of
fortunes.
them. I don't know about
Oh.
the Japanese name, but this girl she had spent a lot of time in
Learn
college and
Chinese.
doing writing and
Sort of
journalism and copywriting. a lot of copywriting. So
one of the best things
You know?
to do sometimes
That's
is
exciting,
simply
cool.
to be. That's me. I'd be.
I'd be.
Let's see what the other
I'll
fortune
get
says.
some more
I got
water.
2 and 1.
oh, good. Read the other one.
I'm gonna try. Well, this is
What is that
almost
one?
out, so I'll just
Watch the Wallpaper Project Friday 11:30 your TV.
Oh. Oh, somebody put that in there.
We put the back in your TV.
We
Those
just
Chinese
put the
people.
blank in your
The blank in your blank.
back in your blank.
It's Chinese
cool.
people. Thank you.
I wanted everybody to take something home with them that they'll always remember without advertising. So if you're just eating, you gotta read it.
You can pitch your own TV show on this all you want.
Well, we're
All
gonna do it
day
again.
long.
In fact, Mount Dungeon, Thursdays, 11 p.m.
Wallpaper Project, Friday nights, 11:30 p.m. And hopefully we can pick up another night. Maybe we can do repeats or different versions or longer versions. I'd like to do hour segments or something with, totally the opposite of what we do. And so it's www.wallpaperproject.com. Get on the email list. Check out our events, our projects. Check out the little videos we've done. Some of our shows, we get clips on there that, like last Friday night, my Everybody Makes Noise, Part 1. Nobody seems to realize it was a 3-part documentary of this lady that got left off here in North Carolina, in Asheville. And she got stuck in the system. She had a bag full of money from New York City. Her friend got on the bus and kept on going, but she got off. And when she got off, they brought her direct to a shelter. And she had no reason to go to the shelter, but she got stuck in the system. And she was trying to get out. And she was telling us at the end of Bell's Shear, in no uncertain terms, that she wanted to be on TV. She wanted to hear her voice. She wanted everybody to hear her voice, and she used every 4-letter word I could ever hear. And so that was a 3-part documentary. It was accidental, but those are the things that always make it.
That's
Of
interesting.
course, we put our twist on everything.
Did you edit them out, or?
Yeah, we showed, that was the first 3 shows that we did. Everybody Make Noise, Part 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, that was
And Part 1 was on again last week.
right. That's the one where you see like the sidewalk, a lot of the street sidewalk.
Right.
Well, on the back and forth 4-letter words in Mount Dungeon, we've decided to just keep in the 4-letter words because we're after 11 and we always put a warning label.
Right. So we're covered.
Yeah.
And
And
warning level for a good,
15 seconds about.
yeah. And also like a good recipe for banana pudding.
Or whatever it says from week to week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, things were heating up.
Well, I just say recycle to win. Everyone's a winner when they recycle.
Indeed. And do you have, on your website, do you have back episodes?
we do have back episodes. There's also a listing of things in the works, coming up and whatnot. And if you talk a little more to Michael via email, he can give you more details and whatnot. Places or things that we're dealing with, or
So it's
he does a lot of
wallpaperproject.com.
Wallpaper Project, the Wallpaper Project.
TheWallpaperProject.com. Okay.
It's a real good opportunity for someone who doesn't want to commit to doing an entire show, but to submit a small project.
It's an outlet of where, especially in this area, that there's nobody really has a voice. I mean, and this is a place to stick it, and we'll get it out there.
And and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe there's really nothing too weird for the Wallpaper Project, is it?
Not really, because it'll hit every genre. I mean, I've put on serious things, we've put on ridiculous things. We put on. I believe in the world of backwards, reversing everything, music, audio, visuals. I mean. We get experimental. We have songs that are just stills, panning and scanning, and whatever, anything.
That's a great form. Yeah.
Did you have a cassette?
I did not yet,
I'm
unfortunately.
gonna run down the road. I gotta go to AB Tech tonight.
Switch cars. My other patrol had them.
I remember you.
You did?
Yeah.
Before?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I had a coat on. I don't think I met you.
I'm Larry.
Dr. Dick here.
How are you?
All
The
right.
doctor is in.
Doc,
It is in.
are you gonna, since you're a former policeman, are you gonna watch that movie Hot Fuzz?
I hadn't seen that.
That one looks good.
Is that like a pornographic?
No, it's
Quiet
it's
town.
the
that
same
just goes
guys that
crazy.
made Shaun of the Dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Except
saw
for
it.
it's Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
supposed
it's
to
a
be
comedy. It's funny.
comedy.
Ah.
Yeah. Over the top policeman.
I think the program that he's going to be doing live, was it Wednesday night?
Wednesday from 8 to 9.
Wednesday 8 to 9. That's going to be an outstanding gig.
Groundbreaking.
It's
isn't it?
groundbreaking. Earth-shattering, more like it, you know.
And thanks. I didn't know you have a wealth of experience with the department. I guess you had left by the time I'd come in. But
I believe you came in the department, not too long after that.
Right.
But I'd had reports that you were here in Asheville, and that, as a matter of fact, the Department of Corrections down there at Buncombe County Correctional Center had just opened up that division. And I think that's great that you're bringing it on board.
we're excited about it.
I'm excited to watch it.
And I guess you have a program, just a local announcement for the community too. You were mentioning.
Yes.
He does the
Yeah, well, the program he's talking about, John, is tonight.
This is something else.
This group's asked me to film it. It's about property rights. It's at Ferguson Auditorium.
Tonight.
Yeah, at AB Tech at 6 o'clock. Basically, they're talking about annexation and zoning. They're, I believe they're not a pro group to be zoned, but I told them I would film it and place it on URTV. And that's what I'll be doing tonight.
And that's the Inca campus, I think,
No,
right?
I think
It's at Ferguson.
I think
That's
that's Asheville. At 6
Oh,
o'clock
okay, they're
tonight.
doing another one, I
You-
think, at the Inca campus.
I know that you have you picked up a new microphone. You
Yes.
might want to try. You might want to think about checking out one of the big shotgun microphones here, which takes phantom power, which your camera will provide. Right? Okay.
I'm going to tie into her sound system tonight.
Are you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got the cables for it
All
and
right.
so forth. But
All right.
I can't stay long, but I wanted to again mention that his program, the folks that's listening right now, I think would be amazed to see how an interrogation really happens. How sometimes they'll come in tough and leave crying, and not physically either, crying from within. And you'll see different attitudes come out in an interrogation.
Now we use sometimes, sort of like the Marines theory, you have to build them up and break them down sometimes, and you'll be amazed. Some of the toughest guys that look like, tough guys, and next thing, they're sobbing like little girls.
Well, the amazing thing of it is these people are local. Local
well,
folks
that's
that
it. That's the neat thing, I guess, that the community can actually say, "Hey, that's my neighbor." So if anything, see if your neighbor's going to be on TV on Wednesday.
Is this like a local cops show?
Oh, I guess you hadn't. No, actually, this coming week is Buncombe County Crime Prevention Week, and so we're actually on Wednesday. We're going live. Buncombe County Corrections Department actually has an interrogation. We're going to show possibly one or two from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. and that will be live on URTV in partnership, and so we're real excited.
It'll be
about
live?
it. Live.
Live interrogation?
Live interrogation.
Oh,
Other big
We
cities.
don't have one of them little buttons.
No. And
Little red delay buttons.
Well, that's the fun thing about this for some people. Anymore, reality TV has been the big thing, and so we're trying to grab the public by doing something that might say, hey,